Hi guys, thank you for watching the last video of mine and being patient as well. Being a bit busy, I couldn't upload a video. Fine. So anyways, today lined up are 4 questions which are commonly used in our daily conversations. What is your name? Where are you from? How are you? And that sort of questions and answers. The reason I got them up is because you will come to know how related is Konkani with Hindi. You need to change the words in Hindi and secondly, the thing you'll notice here is while writing Hindi, we use Purna Viram or a straight line. In Konkani, the other way around, what we do is we use a full stop at the end of a sentence, like in English. Okay, that's the only difference. The way you read, the pronunciations, all are same. But the important thing which I want to tell you guys is from now we are starting the important sessions of ours. Okay, so I may be assuming that you know Devanagari Lipi, right? Devanagari script. So I came up with a very short video of that. But from here we are starting with the core language. So you may buy a small 100 pages book, not a big deal, right? And just take down whatever I tell you guys in these lectures. Fine. So let's head to the whiteboard. Okay guys, so today lined up are 4 questions and they are: what is your name, how are you, how old are you, and where do you live? Okay, and what I did is, for ease of understanding, I wrote the same question in 3 languages. One is English, second is Hindi, and third is Konkani. Okay, and one more thing to clarify is, in the language Konkani we say Konkani, not Konkani. Konkani is said in English. Like when I need to talk in English, I'll say I know Konkani. But in Konkani language, I say Mhaka Konkani Yata. I don't say Konkani, I say Konkani, and N is silent there. Fine. Okay, so our first question: what is your name? In Hindi, I would say तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? And in Konkani, I would say तुझे नाव कितें आसा? Okay, so in regular speed, I would say तुझे नाव कितें आसा? Okay, so here तुझे stands for तुम्हारा, नाव stands for नाम, कितें stands for क्या, and asa stands for है. And secondly, what I did is I wrote the similar meanings words in the same color. So again, it would be further easy for you to understand how Hindi is closely related to Konkani. Okay, so it would be easy for you to understand as well. So the answer for this question, what is your name, can be in 2 forms. First is, my name is Anvi and yours, or I can say I am Anvi and you. So in Hindi I can say मेरा नाम अनवी है और तुम्हारा, or I can say मैं अनवी हूँ और तुम, right? So in Konkani I say म्हजे नाव अनवी असा आणि तुझे. Okay, so I'll say it a bit slow. म्हजे नाव अनवी असा, म्हजे नाव अनवी असा आणि तुझे. See guys, here you may have seen tujhe in the first question or the answer, and the way you say tujhe when it is a single matra or jh and a dot, you say it as 2 matras. Okay, it is pronounced as 2 matras, not a single matra. Fine. So again I will be repeating it. म्हजे नाव अन्वी असा आणि तुझे, or I can say हांव अन्वी असा आणि तू. Okay, so if you notice here guys, Hindi and Konkani, the sentence formation is 90% same, and only you have to replace the words, you have to replace Hindi words with the Konkani ones. Fine. So our second question, how are you? In Hindi I'll say तुम कैसे हो, and in Konkani I'll say तुम कसो आसा. Fine. तुम is तुम, कैसे is kaso and ho is asa. So here if you see, you can't 100% translate hai and ho as asa. Asa is to be. Okay, so when you say तुम्हारा नाम क्या है, so what are you to be called, right? And here how are you, so you can say how do you do, right? So asa is to be. Okay, so the answer to this is I am fine, or you can say I am a bit sick. And you, in Hindi I'll say मैं ठीक हूँ, और मैं थोड़ा और थोड़ी बीमार हूँ, और तुम, in Konkani you'll say हाँ बरो आसा or हाँ घट आसा. Both mean the same. Baro means ठीक, or घट means I'm fine. Okay, and I could say this, or if I have to say I'm a bit sick, I'll say म्हाका माच्छे बरे ना. माच्छे means little, म्हाका means मुझे, and बरे ना is not well. Okay, I'm not feeling well. आणि तुम means और तुम. Fine. Again, let's go to the third question of ours. So that is how old are you? So how old are you in Hindi is तुम्हारी उम्र क्या है? Okay, and in Konkani I would say तुझे वय कितें आसा. Similar, right? Only you have to change the words. तुझे ना वय कितें आसा. Fine. So the answer would be I am 20 years old. And you? In Hindi I'll say मेरी उम्र 20 साल है, और तुम्हारी? In Konkani I say हांव 20 वर्साचो आसा, आणि तूं? Okay, again I'll repeat, हांव 20 वर्साचो आसा, आणि तूं? Okay, so here if you see, you won't find it matching, right? So if you want to translate हाँ 20 वर्षाचो आसा in Hindi 100%, you will say मैं 20 साल का हूँ, right? So that is similar. हाँ means मैं, 20 is 20, और 20 वर्षाचो means साल, और साल का. Asa means whom. You have seen that earlier, right? So asa can be whom, can be ho, can be hai, any of these. Cool. So our last question of the day, where do you live? तुम कहाँ रहते हो? In Konkani it would sound like तू खंय रावता. Okay, तू खंय रावता, and the answer would be I live in Pune. What about you? So in Hindi it would be मैं पुणे रहता हूँ, और मैं पुणे रहती हूँ, और तुम? The answer in Konkani would sound like हांव पुणे रावता, आणि तू? Okay, so here रहता हूँ और रहती हूँ we say in Hindi, right? In Konkani you don't need to worry about the gender. Of course gender does matter when you speak, but for this thing, for live, it is common for both, for male and female. हाँ पुणे रावता. A girl will also say हाँ पुणे रावता, and a boy would also say हाँ पुणे रावता. Fine, so you need not worry about that. Okay, so again I'll just quickly go through the Konkani part of all the questions and answers. So our first question, what is your name? तुझे नाव कितें आसा? Answer, म्हजें नाव अन्वी आसा, आणि तुझें? और हांव अन्वी आसा, आणि तूं? Our second question, how are you? I'll say तूं कसो आसा? Answer would be हांव बरो आसा, आणि तूं? Or I can say म्हाका मातशें बरें ना. Third question, how old are you? तुझें वय कितें आसा? Answer, हांव 20 वर्साचो आसा, आणि तूं? Last question, where do you live? तू खंय रावता? Answer, हांव पुणे रावतां. आणि तू? Fine. So in next session also we would be having a similar type of conversation thing going on, and of course, I mean, you would now come to know what sort of language you would be learning, right? So that is the reason why I am getting these sessions, and we would be having only 3 sessions of these. First one is done today. Tomorrow as in the next session, again we will be having some questions, and in the last and in the third session also we would be having the conversation thing. After that, we would be coming up with some words, fruits, some parts of human body, and this and that sort of thing. Fine. So do practice. Get a small notebook, 100-page notebook or something like that, and just take down in whichever language you feel you're comfortable in. Okay. So till then, bye bye and enjoy.